Honestly, I love white women just as much as I love any other race of women. Hispanic, Chinese, Asian, I'm sorry. You know how black people is. Whenever we say Asian, we just be like Chinese. We don't ever say Asian. Thailand. We don't ever say Asian. Japanese. You don't ever just Chinese. It's just a habit. Like when we say Mexicans, when we talking about all the Latinos. Sorry, that's not the point that I'm trying to stress right here. The point is, I love white women just as much as I love any other female race of women. That's why I can't be prejudiced. That's the main reason. But some may think I'm being a little prejudiced when I say this. When it comes to cooking and jobs and stuff, and I know a lot of y'all don't like what Trump be like, black jobs. Listen, some things is supposed to be left to the people who do it the best. They do those jobs the best. It ain't got nothing to do with being racist. It's a chromosome thing, literally, like cooking. And why I'm saying this, Trump, of course, said this, and nobody understood what's black jobs and what's white jobs. What the black jobs, cooking, is a black job. And it dawned on me last night before I went to sleep when I was like, it dawned on me yesterday right before I went to sleep when I said, and I was thinking to myself, I was thinking Chrysler, Ford, GM. And I started recording yesterday. I said, I ain't gonna do it because everybody gonna be tripping about it. But it's true. And I mentioned it some years ago that, Michigan, Detroit, black people migrated to Michigan from the South, particularly to work inside of the plants in the Great Migration. This is actual a thing that people did. It's called the Great Migration. I know y'all white people get what I'm going at now. Since I said the Great Migration, I said Michigan, black people migrating to Michigan, and the black jobs and the cooking. And what's ironic that hit me yesterday is that, and I'm not saying that, okay, I guess I am. What I'm saying is the black jobs that was for the black people have been taken by the white people in Michigan. How many of you work at Chrysler, Ford, GM, at the great plants? You went to college, graduated, got degrees, and you work on an assembly line. What? About 80% of the white people that working in the plants in Michigan, about 80. Of course, by the years, from the years of 1990, Will you say since 19, anything under 90, those white people that's working still in the plants, if they've been in there since the 80s, they don't have no degrees. They just came from the streets working, and they moved up through the years. But from 1990, those white people that work in the plant, 80% of them got college degrees. And they work on the assembly lines. They not working in no special area of engineering. Am I correct? However, there is some few of you who have moved up the ranks through the times that you worked at these plants, and you were a engineer. And it didn't come from you going to school. It came from you being at that plant, these plants, since the 90s. So you've been in there since the 90s, and you moved up. You getting paid just as much, and you got just as much skills as any engineers that they brought in from any of the colleges. Am I correct? Of course, y'all have y'all little views because the school kids think they smarter than y'all, but that's everywhere. Get over it. I was just seeing a rabbit just flying across the street. And here he go, right there. He was booking. He came from all the way across the street. Look at that rabbit. Look at that rabbit sitting on. Look at this. Look at this. The rabbit sitting over there eating grass and weed. Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Cat over there drinking milk out the bowl. Kevin Hart. Y'all remember that? So, back to the black jobs. Y'all got offended. A lot of times when y'all get offended about stuff, I be sitting there like, I wonder what is because it's always something deeper in this shallowness that y'all present. And I'm sitting there, I didn't get it. I'm like, why is everybody offended? There is a such thing as black jobs. And then it's like promoting, and, because a lot of times with going here in the future with black and white people like to push their issue through black people, because if they push it through white people, then it seems racist. Like Black Lives Matter came up with white by somebody that's white. And somehow my bat signals always stand up like, I don't like that. I never liked the Black Lives Matter stuff, because not the fact that all lives matter. That's true. That's irrelevant. That's an automatic, and it's legal. It's a legal term. We talking about legal stuff. All lives matter. If you hurt anything and kill anything, it's a penalty to it. It's against the law. So Black Lives Matter shouldn't even fucking matter. The saying, because all of killing is illegal. In man's point of view, law, and in God's, the commandments. It don't say in the commandments, thou shalt not kill some of the blacks. It say thou shalt not kill. However, I never liked that, because it's like you emphasize it. And I heard some people like, yeah, it came from some white people. And I was like, it figures, because it's corny. It's corny. But then, it was like the white people that came up with this Black Lives Matter, they promoted it through black people, right? So you got the black people rooting Black Lives Matter, and then you got the same people that invented it, Black Lives Matters on the other side. No, it don't. The same motherfuckers who invented it is the same people who on the other side rooting. So that's why I'm sitting there looking at both you corny motherfuckers. Both of y'all corny. That's why I said my back signals, my spider sense started to tingle. Some don't seem natural in that shit. And then it came out, it was a white person invented it. And it figured to me, because my spider sense said it. And that's the issue with the black jobs. Now, it was promoted. Trump said something about black jobs. Then some white people was like, oh, y'all niggas shouldn't be sitting there talking and listening to Trump talk about black jobs. What the fuck is black jobs? Y'all should feel racist. And y'all niggas like, yeah, he right. What the fuck is a black job? Well, I'll tell you motherfuckers. You know the jobs when you were slaves? That the ones that white people wouldn't do, that couldn't do, and couldn't do very well. Like cooking. Now they just taking the jobs that they can get and we experts now. I'm gonna tell you the truth. This motherfucking food look raw. It don't look done. You motherfuckers cooking food for art. Look how it's looking. Look at here. Yeah, this is nice. This is excellent. This is pretty. That shit raw. And I know you making a living, so I'm not talking about that man personally, but when the fuck did white people all of a sudden learn how to cook? I got something for y'all. Y'all gonna really trip about this. My mother, at 13 years old in Alabama, Demopolis, Alabama, her and her mother was housekeepers inside of these rich Jewish people homes. Okay, guys, listen here, following. So, after school, my mother would go home, drop off her books, put on her clothes, and she would go over to the house that my grandmother was at. And she would prepare dinner, cook, and leave and go home. Now, she worked like 3 days a week, something like that, as a housekeeper at 13. And she was cooking. She was the cook. Y'all ever see the movie Help? With Oprah Winfrey, the Help, that was real shit. Where the housekeepers went over into people's houses and they had uniform and they would take care of the house, be nannies, take care of the kids and take care. My mother, I don't know if she bragged, she just explained to me, but it sounded like she's bragging. Because she's talking about how she took care of her siblings. While my grandmother was at work, she was at home cooking and cleaning and sewing the clothes. She was running the household as a 13-year-old. professionally because her mama, my grandmother, taught her how to take care of the kids and take care of the house from being a housekeeper and all those people houses that they was taking care of as a housekeeper. Like the movie The Help, that's what she did. She took care of the houses. So this skill level wasn't achieved because of, I need a job. This was hereditarily passed down from generation to motherfucking generation. This ain't a nigga looking for a job and he go be a motherfucking cook and he just get into cooking. This shit been passed down from generations. That's the black jobs that I'm talking about, motherfucker. When Trump say black jobs, that's the jobs. This shit been passed down generational. From generation to generation. These motherfuckers are stewards of a house. They of a plantation. They steward. They take care of the necessities that belong and on the plantation. That's the farm gear, the plates, the linen. They the steward. They make sure all the shit is taken care of, maintained. Position as a steward. Those are the black jobs. Because it's been passed down. I'm not trying to take any jobs from white people because, as you can see, it's whoever get the job first or whoever does the best. Well, I don't know about that. I think it's biased now. It's biased. Whoever record. And see, that's the system shit right there that hurts. Now you got people who govern, who I ain't gonna say govern, who's orchestrated by the governed policies, which is the police, the judges, that control the people who they control the ability to label people, like stamp, like motherfucker, the ones slave masters used to brand a motherfucker. So those are the branders, the police officers and the judges. They branding the niggas and say, shh, I classify you, shh, I classify you felon, I classify you grade A beef, grade B beef, and that allows people to be able to get a job. I know that's a little shallow explanation on how, especially when niggas is going out there doing crimes, actually breaking the law, but that's got something to do with another portion of the social holes and jobs that's not being issued, and how not having jobs, people is going through different things to try to get money. And see, my thing, I can speak volume on this issue, because I've been persecuted just like a person that went out and actually did crimes purposely. I went to 3 motherfucking colleges and purposely I was characterized and discriminated on purpose, hunted by the Justice Department purposely to fuck up my name. So y'all gotta understand, a lot of things that happen when you make these allegations that black people did certain things and I feel a certain way now is because I know where I stood in society because of what I achieved, and I watched the people that's supposed to guard the gate allow the people that's not supposed to go through the gate, and then restricted the people like myself that's supposed to come through the gate. I've seen it. I'm an eyewitness to the shit. Redford, Michigan, 17th District Court, 35th District Court, Canton, Michigan. Livonia, what's Livonia? 16th District Court, I believe. There's no fucking way I'm supposed to know these things. I don't supposed to know they fucking district numbers. There's no way. I don't know Ypsilanti. I don't know Dearborn. I don't know Fernie Hills. I don't know Sterling Heights. I don't know who else? Beverly Hills, Bloomfield. I don't know. Downriver, Wyandotte, I don't know, what else? Taylor, Troy, I don't know none of the fucking cities. The only reason I know these is because I was personally attacked illegally by these motherfucking courts. That's the only reason I speak up against them, because I went to law school and I studied criminal justice, which is law. So therefore, I know everything that they did to me was illegal, racist, and they violated my constitutional rights. That's the 17th District Court. That's the 35th District Court, and I believe 16th District Court, which is Livonia, right? So that's Livonia, Redford, Michigan, and Plymouth, Canton. Now, cleverly orchestrated by Detroit, 36, I ain't gonna say 36th District, but I will say the Justice Department downtown Detroit, who my wife work in the building, because, you know, they say, they don't work together. They work in the Justice Department, they work in the same building, but they don't work together. What kind of fools do they really think we fucking is, man? They just fucking lying. If they can't fucking tell the truth about something so motherfucking minute and simple, then what else the fuck can they be trusted with if they can't even tell the truth about that? And we can sit and watch these motherfuckers walk in the building. If they can't tell the truth about something just so simple, y'all, and I ain't just talking about me, I'm talking about all of us, because these are the pillars. That's like if we all up under a structure, and I see the structure cracking on the pillars that's supposed to be supporting the foundation that we all standing under, and I don't fucking say nothing. what type of motherfucker would I be? I'll talk to y'all later. And I guess all this was based on, a feeling that I feel about the jobs and, situation. And I'm not saying that it need to change, but we damn sure need to be aware of the facts. Because for those of us that want some change, because everybody don't want change. Some people want shit to stay the same. Meaning black people to continue to resort to crime. There's some people that like that. They need that. Because some people want to root for their own race and they want black people to fail. Some people want white people to fail. Some people want everybody to fail. They don't give a shit about nobody. But since we all up under this motherfucking structure, I think it's best for us to kind of put some understanding of the structure that we under before that bitch fall on us. All right, I'll holler.